In a courtroom battle that unfolded with gripping intensity, Prince Harry faced a formidable challenge to his court witness statement as it clashed with the narrative presented in his own memoir. The contentious issue at hand revolved around a disagreement between the Duke of Sussex and his brother, Prince William, concerning none other than Princess Diana's former confidant, Paul Burrell. Once a trusted ally to their beloved mother, Paul Burrell had crossed a line after her tragic demise by publishing a tell-all book that laid bare the secrets of her private life. In pursuit of justice, Prince Harry had taken legal action against the United Kingdom-based tabloid publisher, Mirror Group newspapers, levelling allegations of phone hacking. A specific focus was placed on a story published in The People on December 28, 2003. Yet, during a pivotal moment of cross-examination, Prince Harry's account of events began to crumble, casting doubt on the veracity of his earlier assertions. This dramatic turn of events drew parallels with Queen Elizabeth II's statement in relation to Prince Harry's 2021 Oprah Winfrey interview, where she remarked that some recollections may vary. Prince Harry, in his court witness statement, unequivocally stated that the article in question reveals details of a private disagreement between myself and my brother regarding a proposed meeting with Paul Burrell, our mother's former butler. He further emphasized the article's impact by stating, "This kind of article sows distrust between brothers," during his live testimony. Expanding on his position, Prince Harry asserted, "The article accurately presents my brother's openness to arranging a meeting with Paul to discuss his ongoing exposés about our mother. However, I had already formed a firm opinion of Paul's character and adamantly opposed meeting him at that point in my life. To the best of my recollection, I do not believe a meeting took place in 2003. Andrew Green, a lawyer representing the Mirror Group, highlighted discrepancies between Prince Harry's witness statement and his memoir, Spare. In his memoir, Prince Harry wrote that his mother's former butler had penned a tell-all which was merely one man's self-justifying version of events. A palpable silence hung in the courtroom, as the weight of the conflicting statements reverberated. Prince Harry faced a pivotal moment of reckoning, as the very foundations of his presented truth came under intense scrutiny. I contacted my father, informing him that I had made the decision to board a plane. It was, without a doubt, the only conversation I had with him during my time in Australia. Both my father and, in a separate phone call, Willie, convinced me otherwise." During Harry's live testimony as a witness, Green pointed out the contradictory nature of the two versions and inquired about their accuracy. At first, the prince responded, "I wrote it when I was 38 years old. In this account, I was 18. Green emphasized, "The crucial point is what you desired," to which Harry replied, "I assume I would have desired a meeting." The attorney further probed Harry, asking, "Does this mean that the statement in your witness testimony was inaccurate?" Harry explained that at the time, he was in the Australian outback. Green continued to press, questioning whether he desired a meeting or not. The prince replied, "I cannot recall whether I desired a meeting or not." This exchange marked the most uncomfortable moment of the day, as Green attempted to dismantle Harry's account of phone hacking bit by bit. The attorney presented a series of stories that the Duke argued were unlawfully obtained and demonstrated how parts of them originated from other newspapers, Britain's Press Association news agency, or even statements from the palace, some official, others provided anonymously. One story cited an unnamed source claiming that Prince Harry's former girlfriend, Chelsea Davy, was upset after a costume party where he infamously wore a Nazi uniform. However, her distress stemmed not only from his attire but also from him being seen with another woman sitting on his lap. The story attributed the information to an anonymous friend of Davies, which Harry suggested was a common tactic used to conceal phone hacking. However, Green revealed that the story had actually originated from Davies' uncle. It's quite convenient to attribute that source to someone like that, but at the same time, Mirror Group journalist Jane Kerr is asking freelance journalist Mike Baer to find out my girlfriend's reaction, Harry remarked. Harry expressed his lack of knowledge regarding how Baer, a freelance journalist based in South Africa, would acquire information, as he claimed to have no relationship with Davy. However, according to Harry, Baer had placed a tracking device on Davy's car. "Let's try to stay focused," Green urged. "I am completely focused," Harry replied. That assumption is based on the credibility of Ms. Kerr's account of how she obtained the information, attributing it to the uncle, which seems rather convenient. Green persistently asked Harry to specify which specific aspects of the mentioned stories were obtained through phone hacking and whose phone was hacked to obtain such information. Another story, published in 1996 under the headline "Diana So Sad on Harry's Big Day," disclosed details about Princess Diana's visit to Ludgrove School to see Harry on his 12th birthday, including the duration of her stay. Harry claimed to be unaware that Diana's spokesperson had informed the Press Association in advance about the visit, thus creating the possibility that journalists might have arrived to report on it. The prince maintained that there were particular details that could only have been acquired illegally, such as his afternoon spent with his father. When asked if he could definitively state that the reference to him struggling with his parents' divorce was obtained through phone hacking, Harry responded, "I cannot be certain. You would have to ask the journalists themselves." This kind of response was typical of Harry's replies to Green's attempts to compel him to provide specific information about whose phone was hacked to obtain particular details. The prince often referred to Mirror Group journalists collaborating with private investigators. At one point, Harry was questioned about 4 allegedly suspicious phone calls involving Patty Harverson, then press secretary for King Charles. It was revealed that 3 of those calls were actually made by Harverson himself to journalists from the Mirror Group, indicating that they could not be considered examples of phone hacking. As the Duke, who swore an oath on the Bible, addressed his responses to the judge, referring to him as "my lord," he was initially asked how he should be addressed. The response given was Prince Harry. Green further contended that Harry could not definitively claim that the specific stories he had complained about caused him emotional distress, as he alleges, because he cannot recall reading them at the time of their publication. Additionally, the lawyer repeatedly questioned Harry about whether he actually authored his own witness statement or merely signed off on one prepared by his legal team. The Duke asserted that he personally composed the entire statement after extensive video conference discussions with his lawyers, spanning across California and London. As the arduous day drew to a close, Harry was informed that he would need to return the following day to conclude his testimony but was strictly prohibited from discussing the details with anyone in the interim. Lightening the mood, he jokingly assured the judge that he would not disclose the particulars during a FaceTime conversation with his children. Thank you for watching today's video. To stay up to date with all my future videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.